Okay, so this boat again is a 22-foot Sun Tracker party barge with a 115 Suzuki on it. So with this application, the time we probably got in it 2 guys. From the transom forward, we had about 4-5 hours on it, but your time is definitely going to be from the transom back, just because you have to figure out, you know, how you're gonna get it attached and how it's gonna stay tight. So like I said, you can see the flat bar here. So that is gonna be the most time consuming part for any install. So with that being said, like, you know, you can see how all our screws, we, you know, wanted it to look good, and I would think anybody would. You know, we popped a chalk line down there to make sure all our screws were, you know, in line. You know, got screws, you know, kind of tied up towards in the corners there. It's up to you if you want to flap it all the way down like I did, or, you know, leaving just an inch down. Every boat's going to be different. Everybody that installs it's going to do it a little bit different. But definitely take your time on this back half. The front goes pretty quick. It's just going to be head scratcher in this back area around the transom. Just trying to figure out how you can make sure that you get this material, you know, stretched and tight. Now, a couple things we ran into was from like the beginning of the transom to the back is it getting twisted a little bit. And so you'll get a few wrinkles. So you can see a little bit of wrinkle right there at the center by the transom. But that is due to just trying to get this fitted in there tight. You know, you may get it perfect, you may not, but you just got to do the best you can to get everything as tight as you can. You know, so you don't get wrinkles, because if it does get twisted a little bit, it'll leave a wrinkle line, and you'll be able to see it and just kind of work with it and see what you can do. I mean, this stuff doesn't really stretch, so it's not like you can just stretch it out. You're just going to have to, you know, maneuver it and get it screwed in just right. So yeah, all in all, it probably took about 10 hours total, just trying to figure out the back half and head scratching, maybe having to go and get a little bit of material. And along with like your transom, this boat, it's an O2. So like transom bolts, some of your bolts may need to be a little bit rusted. The 2 bolts I did change out because they were rusted. You may just want to go through before you get to this part and just change the bolts out so they're new, just in, you know, while you're doing it, because you ain't getting to them now that the VARA skin's on without taking it all loose again. So those are kind of the things you might run into, that you have to stop and go and get, because that was part of the 10 hours, was having to go get a little material to get this the way that we wanted it. But all in all, I'm happy with it. And this boat right now, as it sits, it before the VARA skin, I was getting 20 to 21 miles an hour. So hoping to get, you know, 2 to 3 mile an hour out of it more. And so we'll just see.